welcome back to another video over here, and today we have a special video because we are going to do this tutorial video over here with Oracle VM VirtualBox. And now this tutorial is about how to install Windows Millennium Edition on your virtual machine, which is in the Oracle VM VirtualBox. So now the three things you must need is two things. The first thing you must need is these files over here that I've put in the link in the description, and you could download it from Drive. Tell me if this won't work, so I'm gonna update the link. So you must need these, and if it doesn't work, like it says infected files, then just tell me. I need to move it to some website or URL. And the second thing you need, this is optional. You must have this thing over here. And I just unpacked those stuff from my RAR. I just unpacked it, and now we have these files over here. And before you proceed, if you don't have VirtualBox, you can go to the site by typing virtualbox.org. It's this site over here. Press enter, and yeah, it's this site, which is kind of crazy. And if you want to read this, then you could go to this site and read it carefully or what. And now, if you haven't downloaded, just click this big icon over here and it says you could just go here, and yeah, it's also the same. And now VirtualBox, it's the new version. It's 5.2.8, and it has supports a lot of supports, which is Windows, Mac, Linux, Solaris. So by downloading the Windows ones, it pops out this window which says exe file. And if you are if you're using OS 10, it will download the DMG file. And Linux, if you click this, it will ask you which operating system are you using. So now, if you're using Solaris, then it will give you the targz file, which is kind of crazy, and I have no idea what was that. So if you're using those, and you must click these, which is the operating system you're using. Do not click the operating system that you are not using, or maybe it won't work or something. So let us begin. So first of all, open VirtualBox after you have did this. So I've opened it. Let me close it and open it again, and it's here. So now, if you haven't installed VirtualBox on your computer yet, but you have the setup file, then you must use it, and the setup will guide you how to use it. So now, go to click new, and it will tell you to name your operating system. So now this topic is for Windows Millennium Edition, so we're gonna name it Windows ME. In case, I'm gonna put it as YouTube. Oh wait, I forgot this. I do not need this because it's for YouTube ones and it's not for others. So now just click next. Just click next over here, and it will ask you for the memory size. And you might have a lot of RAM, but do not pass this red line over here, even though it's light. So just do from about here to here if you have 4 gigs of RAM. If you have 16 gigs, maybe you could just do it until 2 gigs, because maybe I saw Windows 98 when I overpass the RAM, which is in my old computer. I have 8 gigs of RAM, and it says I need 2 gigs of RAM only. I can't run over 2 gigs. So let us begin, right? So in case I'm gonna choose 1000 or about 700, so it's gonna load faster. If I choose this, then it's okay, but it's gonna be much slower. And now click next, and you will see this part, which just says hard disk. You can add any hard disk, and if you are the existing ones who saw this tutorial and want to install Windows 11 edition, you can create one too, or you can find the disk which you just created and it's not installed. So let us just try to create one, and it will ask you about the hard disk file type. Now, in case you know this is kind of complicated, but you can leave this setting unchanged if you do not know how to use it. So in case I'm gonna choose this VMDK virtual machine disk and click next. Okay, it will ask you this now. So it says dynamically allocated and fixed size. You can choose one of them. If you choose dynamically allocated, it's much faster to create a hard disk, but it may be slower to run in virtual machine, and a fixed size may take longer to try to create one of the disks. So, but it might run faster than this thing over here. So the dynamically allocated ones, and yeah, in case I can't waste any time, I'm going to choose dynamically allocated and click next. And now it will ask you the file location and size. This you could just customize yourself. You could change the settings, like try to install your virtual hard disk at anywhere, like these place or anywhere you want. So in case I don't want to bother that, and I'm gonna put it as 4 gigs. So create it. Okay, if you're the fixed size ones, you can pause the video because that might take longer. Depends on your hardware and your hard disk. So do not start the virtual machine yet. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so anyways, do not start the virtual machine yet because we haven't finished the whole thing. So now what you need is to click settings over the top place and click settings. Click it, yeah. And now this window will pop out as well. Now go to system, go to storage and go to this disk icon place, which it says controller IDE and the VM, your virtual hard disk, below the virtual hard disk, and click the CD icon again over here, and you will have to locate your ISO file. Mine's already selected, which is kind of cool. I've unzipped the file too, so this is the ISO file, which says disk image file. Click on it and click open, and your ISO file is selected. In case if you want any network, you could do this by clicking bridge editor and select your thingy. And in case I'm gonna choose this, and yeah, I'm using Dell Inspiron, so that's why I have to install the drivers in it. Okay, so let us start the virtual machine. Okay, we have saved the setting, and let's start the virtual machine. Okay, we have started the virtual machine, and it's gonna pop out something which I do not know what is. Oh wait, okay. So now click boot from CD-ROM. Do not click this or else it will reboot. Let's see. Yep, it always reboots. So that's why click Also, you have time remaining, so you better be faster before the thingy just fails to boot or whatever. So now boot from CD-ROM and start Windows setup from CD-ROM, and you will be inside this crazy place, and it's gonna pop out this. So you must wait. Okay, so now you are here, and it will take you to the setup, and it tells you to just do something. So if you just don't quit the setup, if you want to quit, you really want to quit, it's taking up your RAM, then you can quit by pressing F3 on your computer. Oh, and if you want to learn about setup, you can press F1, but I'm gonna skip this by pressing enter. And now it will come to this unallocated space place, which is I don't know why, and so don't exit the setup in case you really want to. So now go to configure unallocated space, and if you have this message over here and it says 512 megabytes or whatever, then you can select any options. But if you do not know, then you can leave this unchanged by pressing no. Do not use large disk support, in case I'm not going to use it. And it will restart your computer soon after you have did that step. So let us press enter to restart it. And now you'll come to this place, and do not boot from hard disk, it won't work. So go to the CD-ROM and start Windows setup from CD-ROM. Okay, now it says to format your drive C, or what letter, the drive letter. So it says you must try to continue, or if you want to quit, then press escape, which is ESC. And now in case I'm gonna press enter to go inside the setup. Now you are in here and trying to do this. So now you can use the cursor now though. Okay, so let's just click next, and it will ask you for the components for some reason. Let's type in TYX because this is my ones. Okay, let's type in TYX and United States. I don't care what the heck is that thingy, and it says you must copy the files, which it tells you. You must copy the files. Click finish by copying the files. So this is gonna take a bit longer, and it depends on your RAM. So I have 700 or 800 of megabytes of RAM, so it might take a bit longer if you yeah, it's gonna take a bit long. So let us just try to wait, is this what? Okay, so wait for the copy progress so it will work. Let's see. In case I'm gonna pause this because this is going to take longer, and it's gonna take longer. So yeah, let me pause this place. So now it's trying to copy the files and it's going faster. So we're gonna not pause this and fast forward if I could. So yeah, I do not know if I can fast forward because the editing software, I haven't installed it. So yeah, it's gonna take a longer. Yeah. So let's just try this. So now you have you have restarted, and boot from hard disk please. So yeah, we're gonna boot from hard disk and the setup continues, and now it's gonna tell you about the hardware setting up thingy. And now it's gonna put this plug and play thingy over there. So yeah, it's gonna stop responding sometimes because it's a plug and play thingy. So it might stop responding. If it does, then restart your computer and it's back. So we are gonna wait for it because this depends on the RAM. If you had 2 gigs, it's gonna be fast. Sometimes, I do not know, but yeah, you can just go and find it. I have no idea what was that. So let us just complete this. Okay, this is taking longer because it's a VM. So let us just wait so it will work. And this repeats again, which I do not know why it repeats, and now it's just in there. Oh wait, it's in the company place. I wasn't seeing that place. So now type in your name as well and the company name. You do not need to type the company name. If you want to, then you can type it. In case I'm going to type in TYX and TYX. I can't. Okay. So now the license agreement, you must agree this or disagree. I do not know. You can accept it. Click next, and now it will ask you for the product key. So now return to your window, which is the downloaded file, the RAR file, and locate the key file. So it's the Windows ME product key txt file, and type in the product key which is provided. And it will say completing Windows ME setup, and click finish to reboot your computer. Okay, it will ask you to. So yeah, it asks you, and click restart now to restart your computer. It's gonna repeat the same thing, but it's okay. It's gonna boot soon, and now it's gonna set up your system, which is the control panel, and those apps which to be provided. So yeah, you can just wait it, and just don't power off your machine, or it will crash your system. Maybe because everyone says that Windows ME is unstable, but unless you have the hardware breaks, it won't. Because they have nothing. They have not enough hardware. So I mean, they have old hardwares which provides them to make it lumpy, and it might give them a full screen. I apologize that 2006. Okay, I forgot. Well, I realized that Windows ME was in 2000, and the first time ever using Windows ME was a great idea though. But now, okay, so we have to focus on this. It's Windows ME setup, which it gives you the off topic just oh my goodness. It's gonna load and just wait for it, and you can see the overall progress. It's going slowly and slowly going up. So just wait for it and I'll fast forward. Reboot the system, so click restart now and your virtual machine will restart. As I always say, boot from the hard disk, do not boot from the CD-ROM, or you have to start over the whole thing again. So yeah, so now the thing is coming out and you are almost done. So now it comes out this white screen and asks you to put your Microsoft networking thingy. So you must sign in like those Windows 10 or Windows 7, Windows Vista or Windows 8 or 8.1. So just like this, it's gonna be. So yeah, I'm gonna name myself as TYX VM Tech because this is for education purposes only, and I'm not gonna do anything to it. And now it will just to confirm your password. So yeah, it boots up, but this is gonna take a bit long because this is the first time ever using Windows ME on your virtual machine. If you had 2 gigs of RAM, it's gonna take much faster. I mean much shorter. The time's gonna be much shorter because it's loading fast. So yeah, let us just wait and try to do it, and I'll fast forward. Okay, you have successfully booted up to Windows ME, but you have no colors yet, which is 16 colors. Your blue screen thingy, the blue color thingy is not restored because it's 16 colors. So first of all, shut down your computer, I mean your virtual machine, and go to the VirtualBox place, click settings and click storage and eject or change your ISO file. Now click the disk thingy and go to locate where your ISO file, your 256 color ISO file is. So now I'm going to my local disk because I need to install my stuff over there. It's not, yeah, oh, I found it. And 256 color ISO. And go ahead and do it and start your machine and you are back. But your color's not installed yet because you haven't set it up. So wait for it to boot up. And you have successfully booted up. So okay, I just got some stupid thingies coming up because I'm just doing something funny, but that isn't even funny. And I thought the video wasn't recording, but yeah, I managed to do this. I thought I paused the video though, and now you have got to the desktop. I was just off topic. properties, it's gonna try to let you select your wallpaper, but those wallpapers suck because there are no colors. The colors are messed up, you know, because it's 16 colors and it doesn't even do anything. So yeah, those, as you can see in the wallpaper, those trees look so crazy and badly horrible. So even Windows ME wallpapers suck when you see it on 16 colors. So let's adjust it by going to yeah. Okay, you still can't do anything yet because you aren't in 16 colors. I mean, you are in 16 colors. So yeah, let us just try to click properties, settings, and you can't adjust pixels yet though. And advanced, and you can see what is this window, and click adapter, change, and you can see what is this, and now click specify it. Specify the location, and now click next and specify a location. Okay, you have inserted it. After you've inserted it, yeah, you inserted it, and locate the ISO file, which is a CD. They read it as CD, and now it will try to search your files maybe. Okay, now click next. Yeah, you just can click next. Just click next, and yeah, it would say these thingy, the VV mini ports, and it's a VGA file, VGA monitor, and it tells you to restart. So just restart, and it will just boot up, and now the moment of truth. Yep, you got 256 colors, and log in, and now you have these things, and now the Windows ME wallpaper is in color, which is a great idea, and it's set to 16-bit, so I'm gonna change it to 32-bit, and you must restart again. I'm so sorry, but yeah, you could change to any of the bits. And in case I'm gonna change it to 32-bit because yeah, I like it, and it's much, the thingies are crazier. So yeah, your 32-bit Windows ME is done, and you have finished installed Windows ME.